An ongoing TV pattern that lasted for 17 years comes to an end with the cancellation of Young Sheldon. 7 years into their #1 comedy series, CBS abruptly ended it. Annie Potts, who starred in Meemaw, expressed her disapproval of the conclusion of the prequel, Young Sheldon, which concluded with a 2-part special Cooper send-off, has left many divided. The network most likely had little influence on the cancellation of Young Sheldon, though, since the choice to stick to the established canon was the driving force behind the decision, much like with the Big Bang Theory bowing out. The Young Sheldon conclusion was divided into 2 sections, which came before George's untimely demise. With a send-off to the cherished Cooper father, the first part, Funeral, addressed the fallout from the worst catastrophe to ever befall the Cooper family. In the meantime, Memoir, which took place around a month after the terrible event, concentrated on Sheldon's planned departure to Pasadena, California to begin his postgraduate studies. The last 30 minutes of Young Sheldon return to the narrative of his birth. Ignored, though, is the fact that Sheldon's arrival at Caltech signified the end of something else. The conclusion of Young Sheldon's boyhood in Medford, Texas, served as inspiration for finishing up. Overall, it also signifies the end of the character's TV period, which began in 2007 with the introduction of Jim Parsons' portrayal of the socially awkward genius on The Big Bang Theory. Upon the return of CBS for its 2024-2025 TV season, Sheldon will not appear on television for the first time in 17 years following the departure of Young Sheldon, the 2017-2018 and 2018-2019 season, which spanned 2 years, coincided with the program's broadcast years. The Big Bang Theory then came to a close, and adult Sheldon was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. But Sheldon's backstory remained unfinished for 5 more years until Young Sheldon concluded. Granted, when it comes to the character's persona tale, Chuck Lorre and his staff may still work around certain narrative holes. The flash-forward of the Young Sheldon ending featuring adult Sheldon appears to be a fascinating period in time to investigate. However, it might not be feasible to use it as the starting point for a whole new endeavor. In addition, there are other non-Sheldon projects in the works for the Big Bang Theory franchise, which is growing in several directions. It's feasible to see Sheldon after Young Sheldon concludes, even though his days of being the focus of attention may be ended. At now, there are 2 verified spin-offs of the Big Bang Theory, both at varying stages of development. Basically a continuation of Young Sheldon. The first one is called Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Given Armitage's relationship to Georgie, it stands the strongest possibility of bringing Sheldon back, particularly if Missy, Mary, and Meemaw return in the follow-up. Chuck Lorre's ongoing project, which is not yet titled, is the second. It probably has a deeper connection to the Big Bang Theory than Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, which is closer to Young Sheldon. The tale may even include Parsons' interpretation of Sheldon, depending on where it falls in the chronology.